Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 38, I believe, of 100 Days of Magic here at Cure for a Common Game. Today is another mail call day. My very first patron way back was Jake Williams, and he sent me some cards from the deck list or the legend list. I made inventory of everything I have and what I've done and what I own, and I went through all the binders and got a definitive list of cards that of legends that I don't have, because you know, if I'm building every single deck, I've at least got to have the legends for them. And he put a little note in here. Brian, thanks for being an inspiration to this community. It's an honor to be your first patron, and even bigger honor to help you in your journey to completing every EDH deck. Best wishes. Shit like this is gonna make me cry. Thank you, Jake. Thank you so much. Thank you. So here, let's look at these like we would look at a deck. So first off, we have Arkham Daxon. Focus. Yeah. Target artifact creature's controller sacrifice that player may search his or her library for a non-creature artifact card and put that into play. Okay, so we're trading out a artifact creature for a big rock of some sort. So we can sacrifice our mannequin to go get our Akroma's Memorial. Stuff like that. That's probably the value engine that I would take it. Then we have Ghoul Caller Gisa. 5 mana, 3/4. Because I don't have these cards, I'm having to read a lot of them. Sacrifice another creature, so we can't sacrifice yourself. Well, that's probably, yeah. Put X 2/2 zombies on the battlefield where X is a sacrifice creature's power. So here I'm thinking like the high power, low toughness creatures, like, you know, the 3/1s and the 2/1s and stuff like that to get more value. Now it is a mana and tap, so you're only doing this once a turn, unless we can get some untapped shenanigans. That does exist out there in colorless, so, and just ramp up the tokens. Sacrifice your other zombies, probably because there's a lot of zombies that can just come back from the grave anyway that you can cast. Of course, I'm probably telling y'all stuff. I'm probably brainstorming the stuff that a million people have already done. Keranos, oh man. Of course, it has the God stuff, which is indestructible and enchantment and all that. Devotion to Izzet, less than 7. Reveal the first card you draw on each of your turns. Whenever you reveal a land card this way, draw a card. Sweet. Whenever you reveal a non-land card this way, bolt something. Huh. Wonder if that says to any target now that you can, if you can do walkers. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Still balling. I've not built this god because, well, obviously because I've never had it. I like it. I like it a lot. Just grind out that value. Dragon Lord Silumgar. Flying Death Touch 3/5 for 6. Okay. Enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature, planeswalker, or planeswalker for as long as you control this guy. Huh. Okay, here's where my mind went. We got black and blue. So we got black to make sacrifice outlets. So I'm going to steal your stuff and then use it until I get tired of it or whatever, or just sack it if depending on if I'm like a sack heavy outlet. And then I'm going to blink him to keep doing it again and again. This may make me play with Deadeye Navigator. It might. Yeah. But then you also got the option of stealing walkers too. So walkers are not as common as, well, not in my local meta around here, because once you start talking 4 or 5 players, a multiplayer environment, planeswalkers tend not to live that long, or at least ones that look threatening. You know what I'm saying? They die a lot. Then we have Thraxamundar. A friend of mine way back during Alara block built Thraxamundar, and I guess that's why I never really pursued the card, because he had a deck, and there wasn't a lot of us around here playing heavy EDH at the time, and I didn't have many decks, 10, 20 or so, and I didn't want to, I tried to stay away from the decks that everybody else had. That was before I, went insane. Whenever Thraxamundar attacks, if any player sacks a creature, of course, that's awesome. And whenever a player sacks a creature, he gets a counter. So this is our commander, and it's just going to get bigger by playing the game, because I'm going to build a deck with all of those sacrifice things. All players sacrifice a creature. That's an amazing card when Thraxamundar's on the board. Whoa. A player. Awesome. A player. So you can do some dirty sacrifice shenanigans yourself. Huh. Gisa and Giralf together. See, I love the way they did this, because you've got Gisa and Giralf. There's in Innistrad, they really broke down that there are, in fact, two kinds of zombies. There are two kinds. There are raised from the dead zombies, and there is Stitcher zombies, Frankenstein, to where they, take a bunch of body parts and that's how Blue got zombies, is that it's improving upon original design, I guess is what they would call it. But yeah, so you got pretty much the Gravecallers and the Stitchers, hence their names. But I like that they actually kind of ironed that out. Enters the battlefield, mill 4. During each of your turns, you can cast a zombie creature card from your graveyard. So we can't do none of those cool zombie tribal things. It's got to be a zombie creature card. See, if they're going to word stuff that way, then why can't we have tribal back? Or maybe that's the case for not having tribal. I don't know. I just play with the cards. I don't design them. But I like it. I like, once a turn, you can play one of your zombies back. So I feel like Gravedigger is going to become somewhat of value here. Myosian of Night's Reach. 8 mana, 5/2. Now, this, I don't know that I've seen this card before, because I didn't pull it. I didn't buy a lot back then, so of course it's got the 2 Definity clauses. By the way, that's game rules now. A Definity counter equals whatever it's on is indestructible. That's just how it is now. Remove Divinity counter from Myojin. Each opponent discards their hand. What? Oh, there's so much. There's so much here. Oh, first off, I got to jump through hoops, because this is a commander, and I won't be casting it from my hand. Well, there's that land that puts it, there's a couple cards that we use in, what's that chick that kills you if you cast it wrong? Her. Yeah. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Scream a little louder, I can't hear you. Phage, thank you. I knew if you screamed loud enough, I could hear you. Phage the Untouchable. There's 2 or 3 ways that we use in Phage to get this from the command zone to the hand. Or you could just totally, cast it and let it die. I mean, it does have a 2 toughness. Let it die, and then, raise dead it back to your hand. Either way, we're jumping through hoops to get that Divinity counter on it. And it's 8 mana. So, which is not that big a deal in mono black, It does scream like it wants a coffers in a bad way, which is, oh my god, I've got so many decks that want coffers now. But I kind of want to proliferate that counter before I pull it off and use it. I kind of really bad want to proliferate it just so I can do it. over and over again. Because if I can proliferate it every turn, I can pull the counter off every turn and nobody will ever have a hand. And while that seems very disgusting, it will probably get my tires cut. But anyway. The last one we got is Arcanus the Omnipotent or Omnipotent. It depends, I guess, on which side of the line you're on. You know, I've always heard my entire life there's two kinds of people: Pepsi or Coke, Xbox or PlayStation, Ford or Chevy, you know, blue or red. I don't know. But here's another one. But Arcanus taps to draw 3 cards. I mean, really? Taps to draw 3 cards. 4 mana, puts it back in your hand. So, it avoids... I can actually see as a commander that would be... that would be beneficial if you've already cast it a couple times and you're at 8, 10, 12 mana. Yeah, you know what, fam? I think in response, I'm just going to put it back in my hand and cast it for retail. Tap to draw 3 cards is pretty sweet. What is that? All of those blue enchantments that where you pay a blue mana and untap enchanted creature. Yeah. Alhamra's Archive. Y'all know that card I just randomly read that day? Makes it where you're drawing 4, I think. Is that how that works? Yeah, that's really, really good. I like it. I think what I'm going to do... Thank you so much. Thank you, Jake. I do appreciate it. And I think what I'm going to do is I will note that, like, on the deck boxes, focus. I think I'll probably put right down here at the bottom, you know, donated by Jake Williams, so it's forever on that deck box. So we'll never forget. And like I said, I have the list out there on Tapped Out. It is in a deck list form. I will, you know what, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will link it. I'm going to take these cards off of it, you know, edit the deck list, and take these off the list since I have them now, and I will, I'll link it in the show notes here so that y'all have it. And I said, I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you so much, Jake. But I think it's all we got for today, and we will see y'all tomorrow.